Hello.
From the other side. Welcome to Sunday Night Spring. How is everybody? How was your weekend? What are you working on? How are you?
The alarm, my pizza just went off.
Ooh. Pizza's great.
That's exciting.
Love that for you.
I made homemade pizza and garlic bread.
Yum.
We just placed a grocery order for pickup tomorrow, and I got everything to make baked ziti. I'm pretty stoked about it.
You don't like red sauce?
I don't like red sauce. I make it with vodka sauce and take like extra of my antacid. It'll wreck my stomach, but I love it.
Okay. I'm just checking.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
And it's not that she doesn't like red sauce. It's just that it hurts her stomach. So she tries not to do it, but then somebody says, but baked ziti. And she's like, I don't care anymore. Give it to me.
You know, what you could do is, have you tested your ability to eat yellow tomatoes versus red tomatoes?
I haven't, but I have heard that if you heat your pasta sauce with a potato in it, it absorbs all the acidity and leaves the taste.
Well, I know that yellow tomatoes have less acidity than red tomatoes. So theoretically, you could make your own tomato sauce out of yellow tomatoes instead of red tomatoes, and then you could have all the red sauce you wanted.
And then it would be fine.
It's a theory.
It's a theory. It would require me to handle tomatoes, and I find nothing in this world more disgusting than tomatoes.
I would be happy to handle them for you.
You could handle all my tomatoes.
I love tomatoes.
Amber's like, whatever I can do to get tomatoes in this house.
I will do it. I was like, one of the nights we'll do like tacos. I was like, do you want a tomato? She's like, yeah, just like one little tiny Roma tomato. It'll be enough for me. And I was like, okay, you're cutting it. I don't even want to touch it.
Your poor baby.
Every time we go somewhere and get salad, she's always like, okay, take my tomatoes. And I'm like, yes, please. Thank you so much.
I get so happy when they're the little like grape tomatoes and they don't have like seed sacks all over the place. I'm like, this is great. Take them. It's a weird thing. I can't handle it.
I mean,
if it's a sandwich or like a burger or something, I don't want extra tomatoes. But if it's a salad, you can riddle it with tomatoes and I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Where's offer? Like, how do you feel about double tomato? Because they didn't take it off of mine.
I feel favorably. Thank you.
That's what you say. I feel favorably. So now that you know that little fun fact about me, anybody else have an aversion to tomato seed sacks? Anybody?
I have an aversion to you calling it a seed sack.
That's exactly what it is. It's a snotty sack around the seed. It's a snotty seed sack.
Well, if you buy like paste tomatoes, like Roma tomatoes, they don't have as many seeds in them, but they also make one of my favorites is a Dr. Witchy, and it's an orange tomato that's mostly flesh. It has very little seeds in it.
Okay.
So,
but back on the topic of how was your weekend, mine was great. We went to Julie's family's house down by Philly, and that was fun. I had a good time. Even though it was a high school football game, I still technically had fun, which was I wasn't expecting.
You need to have like a qualifier. We weren't like old creepers at a high school football game.
No, her niece she's a cheerleader, and it was her senior night for cheerleading. So we went to support her. And then Saturday, we took a drive down like a Blue Ridge Mountain Trail and stopped off at like a little pull-in park area where you could take a little trail and walk around and see like the really pretty trees and everything. And that was fun. They aren't apparently optimal, but they were really beautiful.
They're better than Texas fall trees, but they're not Northeast fall tree level yet.
Yeah. And then today we've just been vegging most of the day, but that's great too.
Yeah.
I like vegetables, like tomatoes.
I love tomatoes.
Amber's weekend was my weekend, so there's my recap as well.
But it was more for you because it was your niece.
It was.
And it was your family that you got to see.
And I obviously drove down and back, so you got to enjoy fall foliage.
We saw a random military tank with two guys sitting on top of it in the rain and wind, just chilling out on top of the on the turnpike, just
Crushing.
moments, none of that, just chilling out on top.
Raw dog in the wind.
I mean, that's a choice.
It was a choice. I don't know that they had much of a choice, but it is a choice.
I have to today, but not like her.
I live streamed Friday evening for like an hour and a half and talked about the 20 books I've read so far this month. And then yesterday I did a live stream for about 6 hours. Got some write-a-thon things done, some weekend relay things done. It's technically not a write-a-thon. Today, same weekend relay stuff done. Merlin, she's here. You can see her little ear.
So if you don't want to call it a write-a-thon, would you call it like a productivity-a-thon?
Yeah.
I'm excited to host mine. I'm excited to get to have a good weekend of writing, and I've been better this week. My goal this week was to write more consistently each day, which I've done. I haven't written a ton consistently each day, but I have made a point to try to sit with it a little bit every day. And I do not think about my stories very often when I'm not actively writing them, or like dream about them or think about them. And I've been doing that a lot lately. I know you do that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I do not. So I'm excited. So I will be drafting tonight.
I will probably, I need to at least catch up with where Julie is in The Haunting of Lee Harker by Darcy Coates, because I was too tired. I just couldn't do it last night. I read one chapter and was like, no. But I'm gonna at least catch up with her, and depending, I might go a little ahead and you can catch back up with me, or I might go back to writing. I don't know yet.
I need to read some of this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is our book club book. It's called Witches by Brenda Lozano.
Mm-hmm.
This is our book club book, and book club is on Wednesday, and I haven't started it yet.
What's
it's a little
translator?
The translator is Heather Cleary. It's translated from Spanish.
We bought a book that was translated.
We did just buy a translated book.
It's pretty short, though. It's only 200 pages, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Are you enjoying it so far?
I haven't started.
Oh, you haven't started? Okay.
No. I did just count how many live streams I'm on next weekend, and it is 8.
Oof.
So I have 16 hours of live streaming next weekend. And then the following weekend is I've expressed this many times. I had a live stream Thursday. I had a live stream Friday. I had a live stream yesterday. I'm here today. Tomorrow I'll be on Sam's channel at 8. Tuesday I'll be on Brittany's channel at 6. Wednesday is book club. Thursday I don't have anything planned. And Friday starts the weekend relay. I have 16 hours of sprinting, not counting the opening and closing chat for the weekend. And then the following weekend is the Capture the Words relay, which I will be co-hosting with Anne. We do the whole thing ourselves. Yeah. And then the following weekend is the 30-hour write-a-thon, which I'll be hosting a sprint for.
I love that for me because I don't have to be on camera that much, but I can also be productive.
You know,
that's good to know, because I didn't know about the subsequent relays and write-a-thons and Capture the Word. So like
there's like one every weekend in November. So
I'm here for that. And we'll be doing extra sprints through November, which is fucking soon, huh?
Rapidly approaching.
Yeah. And guess how much of my book I've written since vacation? This much.
Yeah. Guess how much work I've done on just getting ready for my book launch.
This much?
Yeah. Not that much.
You know that's in like 7 days, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You have been getting stuff ready.
For the actual event, like getting things ready, but I haven't like promoted as much as I need to be.
We bought this translated work at the bookstore yesterday. We were out and about.
That looks interesting.
It's called My Annihilation, and it's like it says it's like a I don't know, puzzle box or something.
You can read it. I mean, it's a short little blurb, but it basically says that it puts like you in the POV. Like when you start reading it, like you could be the killer. Like it's a weird immersive like reading experience.
I'm the killer.
You're the killer.
Yeah, so it says, what transforms a person into a killer? Could it be something as small as a suggestion? Turn this page and you may forfeit your entire life. It's a confessional diary that implicates the reader in a heinous crime.
I'm down.
It dives relentlessly into the darkest corner of human consciousness.
I was like, I love anything that's like told in a weird new way. And I was like, I will check that out. And it was like on a buy one, get one half off.
Yeah,
Or
they were having
table.
a big
And I was like,
sale
I
at
will
the
take
Barnes
that.
and Noble. So we got a bunch of books.
Let's see who's here though, because we've already been chatting for a while and we're going to get into a sprint soon. Stacy's here. We'll be back shortly. We're going to pick up the monster from youth group. Hello, Cool Gamer, and Jennifer, and Marie is here, and Kate is here. I have a work trip this week. I'm going to miss my bed and shower so much. Hopefully you're going somewhere fun. I'm reading How the One-Armed Sister Sweeps Her House.
With difficulty.
And her
Same way a wallpaper hanger with one arm hangs wallpaper.
With one arm.
With one arm.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Chloe. I love tomatoes. Hi. Welcome back. Look, you made it back and we're still sitting here tapping. Just chatting.
We're just tapping.
We're just talking. Tacking.
It's I'm here. We're always more chatty when Jess is here.
Yeah, I know. I've what did I finish this week? I finished my Riley Sager that I was reading.
Did you? Did you like it?
I did like it.
It was very good. Right? Right.
I did. It was good.
I actually finished a book this week.
You did.
What'd you finish?
I finished The Narrow by Kate Ellis Marshall.
Did you like it?
I loved it.
Good.
Is it my favorite of hers? No.
No.
But I still really, really, really liked it.
Yeah.
I think I gave that one like a 4. It was not.
It was beautifully sapphic, and I love that she does, the sapphic stuff really well.
I didn't believe the romance in any way, shape, or form. And that's a large part of the story. So it was.
I love for me her writing. I feel like in general, like her 2 adult novels that I've read and the like all of her YA, like I've always enjoyed them.
Yeah, her second adult novel that's coming out soon is really good. We got approved for the ARC and we read that a while back. So
I thought you both.
Look, I don't know why I keep getting approved for good stuff. I don't know.
Don't know.
Listen,
But
I know people who got promo boxes for Crystal Sutherland's new book that comes out in like February, which I didn't even get approved for the ARC of. And I'm like, listen, I single-handedly have marketed that bitch on the internet by myself.
For so long?
Where's my book?
Yeah. I did not get approved for that ARC, but we did pre-order the special edition at Barnes & Noble because it has like pink foil pages. We did. It is very pretty. And I am excited to read it, but yes. Yes. Hello, good evening. Let us know what you're working on tonight. Enjoy dinner. We'll see you when you get back. We're going to jump, into our first of our 2 45-minute sprints and get some things done.
Oh, what is happening?
How did that happen?
What the hell?
It was balloons.
Was it behind you?
It was only behind me, and I was touching literally nothing. And Amber, we're both sitting here with like a crystal in our hand, freaking playing with shit. Neither one of us are near a computer.
I mean, we're near
we're near it, but nobody's touching anything. Did I say a word? Did I say something?
Congrats.
I don't know.
Woohoo, party. Amazing.
We're going to start the first of our 2 45-minute sprints. I was literally like this.
What
How did that
program is
happen?
on your computer that it would have done that?
Literally none. I streamed through StreamYard, and StreamYard doesn't have effects like that. Everybody else saw that too, though, right? Like it wasn't just us.
I saw it.
Was it only in the back end?
I don't know. No one's commenting. They're not helping us any.
No one's saying they saw anything. Like, was it only?
Did you guys see yellow balloons behind Julie?
They were
on
all
her
different
stream?
colors.
There were
I only
different
saw
colors,
yellow.
but the yellow one is the one that caught I had my head turned.
I had
and
my
I
head
just saw
down.
something yellow moving, and I was like, "What is happening?"
I've checked all the banners. There's no option in banners.
Okay, they saw the balloon.
How?
It did look like a filter, but there's no filter.
But there's no filter
on StreamYard.
No filters on here.
There's no filters on StreamYard.
I have no virtual backgrounds. I have nothing that moves at all.
That was so weird.
I'm gonna
Google it.
This isn't helping my like.
Jennifer says
serial.
with a Mac, there are different hand signs that will bring up different stuff.
I do have a Mac.
So did you do these? Like
So we're gonna
double?
do our first of our 2 45-minute sprints.
Do 2 thumbs up and 2 thumbs down. I don't have a Mac.
We're gonna do 2.
Me either.
The first of our 2.
This is weird.
You don't have a Mac. How are you? What do I do? I don't want to put my thumbs ups on the internet because you've made me paranoid about them. Listen, we could do this all night long. This is ridiculous. So we're going to start a sprint and we're going to figure it out. In my years of doing these, not once has that ever happened. Not once ever. I've done this sprint every Sunday for years. Nano sprints for years. I don't, the weirdest thing in the world. Okie dokie, artichokes. Good times. We'll look into that and let you know. I was just excited to be here for your first sprint. Well, balloons for you, my friend.
It is. It says it's a thing. Video call effects when doing hand gestures. It's an iOS 17, but it's not. That's for your.
I have no clue.
Do a heart with your hand.
I don't know if you can see it with the background. Oh no! Oh, what? The things you learn.
Peace sign with one hand is balloons.
Yeah, that's what I did. But I couldn't make that happen again if I wanted to. Like, it's not... Is it a one and done situation? What? Oh, there it goes.
Maybe
There it goes.
Just have to hold it longer.
Okay.
See, it doesn't work. I don't have a MacBook.
Yeah.
Since when? Now, granted,
Do 2 thumbs up.
I came into this stream earlier and it said my camera wasn't working. So I restarted my computer. So I wonder if it's because I restarted my computer. Is it not registering as a thumbs up because I have weird, funky...
Use your thumbs.
You gotta come over here and do 2 thumbs because I've got weird... I have double jointed thumbs that everybody makes fun of, and apparently... I'm trying to make them straight.
Do the peace sign, but with 2 hands.
Confetti!
Guys, we're never gonna get anything done. Now you gotta find out how to do stars.
Do the rock on sign with 2 hands.
Stop it! Stop it! This is gonna officially be the least productive sprint of our entire lives.
It's like if you just do 1 thumbs up, it says it's going to be just a thumbs up emoji.
Except it doesn't register her weird ass
It
thumbs.
doesn't register my weird thumb, dude. It's not nice, people. It's not nice.
Maybe you have to like show the whole hand, maybe.
Oh yeah, maybe. Oh, look at that. You need to do confetti at the end of each sprint. What was the confetti?
Double
The
peace sign.
confetti was
Double.
the peace sign with 2 hands.
That's how I'm gonna say goodnight every time.
And then
Bye guys, it's been real. See you next week.
2 thumbs down.
Oh, is it raining? Oh, it's storming. All right, guys, we're gonna have to get work done. This is insanity.
I'm ready. I'm gonna go get food, so hurry up.
Yeah, you go eat your pizza.
I'm about to do a conference call on my phone just to see.
I'm gonna figure out how and why this just randomly started. But let's get some work done, shall we?
Yeah.
Yay!
Good luck, everyone.
That was the quietest hand clapping I've ever heard.
Well, Amber just went, that was really low.
Yeah, I was like, that was really low, so I went and upped it. I must have been watching something
Low.
at a low volume because your ears are so strong that even with my headphones on, you can hear it if I don't have it low.
Usually.
I was like, I think I hear clapping.
What?
How'd you do? What'd you do? You had pizza?
I ate
What else?
dinner,
Yeah. Good.
and I got all 6 of my hosts posted.
I saw mine. I reshared mine.
It sucks that it takes me 45 minutes to do that, but yeah.
You guys really did like take a drink at the exact same time there.
Did we? Love it. Love it. How was the book?
It's terrifying. I don't know how many pages I got. Probably like 20 or so.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go because we could hear our trash can outside getting blown away, so I had to run downstairs and grab it.
Yeah.
So, and it flew like into the area where they're doing the construction, so I didn't want to leave it out there.
It is insanely windy. And I was like, I hear our trash can just being blown away.
It'll be fine.
It's fine. So she ran down and got that. And I got 780 words.
Oh no, did I do the wrong one? Is somebody in the wrong color? What did I do?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Let's see who's here. Hello, JK. Hello. Welcome. I'm starting my nano because I get sick every November, which means my plan tonight is to prep my space to start tomorrow. I love that. What do you do to prep your space? I would be curious if we have, like, for the writers that are in here, what do you do to prep for nano? What do you like to have on your desk, near you, accessible? We did a writer's hive about that.
Mm-hmm.
I like to start with a very clean desk, my notebook, and then I always have like water or, you know. I'm curious what everybody likes to have around.
I don't really do all that much. I do like to have a clean desk for the most part. It doesn't stay that way very long because of my ADHD, and I just throw shit on it. But I do like it.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like my desk right now is just a majority of crystals and random cat toys, just like random stuff everywhere. But also, I will say, for my winter months, I love my fingerless little like writing gloves. I do have them ready, but I'll have to give some thought to like how I want to set things up for nano, because I will be doing a full nano this year. I won't be starting a new project, but I will be doing a nano. I have swapped out my old printer with my new scanner for a printer scanner combo and have started cleaning out my desk. Haven't done much else, but it feels great. Sounds great. I think I'm going to replace the batteries in my wireless keyboard because it's been catching recently. Sounds like a plan. Hello. I would join you on screen, but I'm cozied up in bed with a headache. Oh no. So I shall wave to you from here. Sorry your head's bothering you. There was hand clapping? There was at the end of the sprint. It was very tiny. It was very slight.
It'll be louder the next time, don't worry.
Yeah. She ramped it up. Did some things I wanted to do on Animal Crossing. Very good. They are very cute graphics. I love it. I love the little creepy hands around the bios. Cleaning up my electronic desktop in preparation for tomorrow. I personally love that so much. The background on my computer, making like a new one. I have it very like, I made it in Canva with like different sections. So I have like my book folders on one little post-it note on my desktop. Like I have it all. I get weird about that. some plotting done for Nano. Up to page 52. One Armed Sister. I had to stop, post my thoughts. Had a lot of highlights. 449 words on chapter 88. In the bathroom counter, and swept and mopped both the kitchen and the bathroom. That is amazing. I've got to clean the house this week.
We.
I'm
not making her do it on her own.
I've got college friends coming at the end of the week. Like, we keep it nice, but like, just, there's stuff that needs to be done. I usually have a clean desk, but I also like to have perfume for the work in progress, a candle, and my drinks. Oh, and also dog treats. Hungry people from crying. Yeah, I usually have cat treats. They're right behind me, though. I don't do candles because cat.
Blue is not a person. Blue is a dog. Why would you give the dog treats to hungry people? That would be weird.
It was a person dog.
Okay.
Perfume for each story is interesting. I haven't done tarot for my stories in a while.
So I feel like it really made sense with like your NF series, but with the other ones, they're not necessarily witchy.
Mm-mm.
So it doesn't make as much sense for them, but it does make sense for you because you're witchy.
Valid. I haven't been doing as much in general. I used to pull every single day back at the other place. I haven't really done it since we got here. Ooh, and I have crystals on my laptop too. Give energy to the space. I'm surrounded. I'm trying to get my physical and electronic desktop cleaned up tonight. Not completely cleared off. I have note cards on the back. I have crystals and things like that on my physical desk. Noise.
I have this pretty new piece that I got on my desk. This rhodonite. It's very pink and very pretty. I love her.
This is beautimous. 14% into the Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. I want to read that very badly. It's on my like to buy list, and I just have not gotten there.
It's good.
Yeah, I've heard. Made it back for chatting. I've been working on things all day. Did a bath and groom for the pup, which took the majority of the day. Cleaning up for now. Moving tabs around and trying to delete some tabs because I have way too many things open. That's how I'm cleaning up my desktop.
Dang it.
I also do Scrivener, like organization. Like normally before I start a new project or something, like I get everything together. But I don't know if you covered this already, but I got a reminder in my phone to ask if you worked 4 out of the 5 days. I have no recollection of this, so I gotta ask. I did a lot better this week. I had not worked at all the prior week between sprints. This past week, I wrote the majority of the days. So it did good. Thank you. I remember you last week saying you were putting a note in there to remind yourself to ask. So I appreciate your accountability check-in. He's a real boy.
Blue Bear is a pupper doggo.
I still have some more tidying up I'd like to do before bed, but progress has been made. And I also put laundry in the dryer. Oh, the dryer's not working. So I'll have to hang dry. That stinks. But good for you.
I can feel the stiffness of the clothes with that.
We did that up the mountains for the majority of my childhood until we got like an actual dryer up there, which we bought for my parents for Christmas one year because we were like, I am tired of like sun hardened on the line towels that physically hurt my body when I dry off from a shower.
I
like,
think that they
brutal.
Still do it though.
They do, yeah.
When the first time I went up there, the towels were very like hard in a way that you could tell that they'd been
they just
line
got
dried.
so used to it, and so they will still like when it's warm, like during the summer, they will still put everything outside to dry, and then through the winter they'll use the dryer. But more times than not, I think they just got used to doing it up there, and I'm like, I hate this, but we got used to it. But it's not my favorite. Yay! Woo! Well done. How did the meetings you had to be perceived go? Work on those days would be so difficult. I did have to be perceived, and they went well. I had to record a podcast for work. I did an impromptu presentation. Like, my boss was like, "Hey, can you present to this organization like tomorrow morning?" And I was like, "About what?" No. She was like, "I don't really know, but you've got X amount of time you need to fill." And I was like, "Cool, sure." I did that, and then took another phone call, going over details of the radio commercial I need to record. And yeah, all the meetings went well. I crushed them because I'm me, but being perceived is not my favorite thing in the world.
What's great about my work is that for all of the meetings that I have to be perceived at, the perception is only vocally. I never have to be on camera, which is really nice.
Yeah, they filmed the video of the podcast, and they're like, "We might put this up too." And I was like, "Cool."
Thanks.
Yeah. And then the presentation, I needed to be perceived visually. The phone call about the radio station, I didn't. But in each of them, I was like in here with all my books behind me. Like, should I blur my background? They're like, "No, it's beautiful. Leave it." I was like, "Okay, great." No, I didn't even consider what's in my background that people would be seeing.
Like your porn.
Like all my smut. The majority, like, this is still contemporary romance. The porn's up there. I don't think they can see it.
I need you to not go to the Storyteller's Hearth Instagram feed because it will bother you.
What does that mean?
It means that I had a host drop out, and I forgot that I had a host drop out. So I have, instead of alternating colors, I have two of the same colors together in the host photos. And it's going to make me crazy, and it'll probably make Julie crazy because she's the one that needs to, have like colors next to each other, and stickers have to be straight.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
At least the one where Julie is still alternating.
Yeah. It's fine. If it was mine, it would bother me. It's on your account. That's on you. I'm fine.
You could technically change this one to the light colored one and re-upload it. Just saying.
Then I have to change every single one after it.
Yeah. You've got enough work to do. You're fine.
Oh, it's not just like the last one?
No, it's not the last one. There's like another 20 to go.
It was just somebody dropped out in the middle, so it...
So you're going to have 3 in a row of the same color? Or no?
The next one should go back to light.
Yeah, it should. I'm going to have to... I also forgot someone, so... I might just do some snagling.
Yeah. Good luck with that. It's been 2 weeks and I haven't had a chance to fix it yet. Heating element went out. Stressful? Thank you. It did go well. Hello. Welcome. What you working on tonight? Rest of the colors. It's not correct right next to me. I was like, it's fine next to me. It's okay.
Katie Ann's like, no.
At least it wasn't Katie Ann's that set it off. Like, that it was the first one that was wrong. Like, hers is still correct. Just like, it's the people after me. I'm not the problem. All right. Who is ready for another sprint?
Me.
Yeah.
I wish I had a fun thing.
It's crazy.
I know. You missed it, Jess. She made some confetti.
All right.
Oh my God. Next time you have to be in like a meeting, you should just be like, yeah.
Could you imagine? I mean, I had no idea that my computer would do that if I was like legitimately presenting. I was like, for 2 years, we've been doing this thing and it's been going really well. And it's just balloons coming up in the middle of a presentation. I'm gonna have to watch it. I talk with my hands a lot. It's going great. Everything's going really well. Not a problem. Love it. That for some
Still
reason
doesn't
that
register your thumbs. It's
that
like, what
doesn't-
are those things? They've been weird.
Those things are weird as heck. Stop it. That's normal.
No, it's
Just
not.
not doing it. Stop it. I'm holding it so straight.
And it still looks wrong.
Haha, did it.
It did? Oh, there it goes. Like, I'm holding it so straight. And then it does it.
Comparatively? See, registered. It's fine.
It's kind of cute that it does a little next to your like head. Kind of creepy a little bit, but it's cute too.
It's a little creepy. Who knows?
Katie.
Oh. Oh my god. Yes. I am working on series revisions for my 140K science fantasy novel. That is
Finance novel?
sci-fi novel.
Sci-fan.
All right.
It's a finance novel.
It's a finance novel.
A fine-ass novel.
Probably is.
I'm holding it so straight. It's like, I legitimately was like, no, I'm totally straight. Like, you just made out with that chick in the bar. I yes, but I'm totally straight.
Everybody does that with their friends.
She wasn't a friend. She was some girl I met at the bar. And I'm like, no, but I'm totally straight.
It's fine. People do that all
Well,
the time.
did you find some random guy to kiss in the bar? Ew, no.
What?
Why would I want to kiss a guy?
I would never.
I'm such a good ally. I just make out with lesbians.
Just, I'm such a good ally.
Oh no, there's two of the light colors next to each other too. So I guess
It'll work itself out.
Just swap them.
I'm going to. It's going to put people out of order, but I don't care now.
Whatever. All right. The question was rhetorical. You don't have a choice. We're going to get work done.
You asked the question 20 minutes ago.
I know. And then we got sidetracked, and now I'm coming back to it. Bringing it around.
Two trailer parks.
Kiss guy friends, never girlfriends.
Yeah, I thought that was a normal thing that girls do until I talked to a straight girl and she was like, no.
Never done that in my life.
I've never kissed my friends. And I was like, I've kissed all my friends.
No, you haven't.
Not you.
You have not kissed me.
Or Jess.
We are strictly platonic.
We are. All right.
Also, know that I am meeting a lot of your friends. It is a little awkward to know.
I have made out with both of the women coming over.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. How we doing? Yep. Ready? It's not awkward at all. We're cool. It's fine.
Betty spaghetti.
Work. Good luck, everyone.
I would only register one. Good luck, everyone.
won't my mouse work? The hell?
My mouse wouldn't work either. I'm sitting over here going, I'm trying to click on the button.
I can see it, and the arrow's like moving, but like not going where I need it to go. It was bullshit.
Mine wasn't even moving. I had to go to the mouse pad on the laptop to go to where I wanted to go.
Absurd. How's everybody?
But at least I have that option.
I got a chill.
Something just clicked.
What do you mean click?
Got a clicking sound.
Like what kind of clicking sound?
Like not that. That was dingy. Like a click. Like I don't know, a fucking click.
You are a dingy.
Jen click her mouse?
No, I don't think so. It wasn't a mouse click.
I heard nothing.
Okay, fine. Hi Ashley.
You can't do. I just got through reading Darcy.
I know, which is why I was like, "What is that sound?" Oh, it might have been a dog on a bowl. I'm writing an Amish retelling of The Gift of Magi. I love that story. I don't think I know that story.
You don't know The Gift of the Magi?
No. Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
I've never heard of it.
Come on.
What are you talking about? Genuinely, why would I say I don't know? I have no clue. I've never heard of it.
I don't. This doesn't make any sense to me.
There's the claps. How's everybody doing?
It's like the story they always tell at Christmas time, where like back in ye olden days, and the woman had like this really long pretty hair, and her husband had like this really fancy watch, and they couldn't afford to buy each other presents for Christmas, and so she chopped off all her hair and bought him like a pretty new watch band. Like she sold her hair and bought a pretty new watch band for his watch, and he sold his watch to buy her combs for her hair.
Well, that seems like a miscommunication trope, and I hate those. So that's probably why I don't know it.
He's like one of the oldest. Like I heard that when I was like 5.
Have you ever heard of that? Ever?
It does ring a bell. Yeah, I just didn't know the name of it. Because the irony is they both got rid of the thing that they love the most to get something for the
person they love the most.
More than that thing.
I understand I understand the meaning, and I've heard that lesson before, but I don't think with those particular items or in that context. And I never knew it was like I thought it was just like one of those things. I didn't know it was a full story. I thought it was just, a weird moral lesson.
I can't. I don't.
I thought it was a rabbit in a hare situation kind of a thing,
No. I can't live with you guys anymore.
I'm sorry. Switch to Blacktop Wasteland. Those are my thoughts on it. I'm in the middle of chapter 7 now. Crushing it. How'd your Duolingo go? Wrote some words, cleaned up the end of a bunch of scenes. So that's pretty great. I got about another 700 words. I didn't get quite as many. Didn't make the Mickey Mouse Christmas movie about that. No. They made one about that?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I got nothing.
I hope that y'all are barbarians.
Which is forbidden by the Amish. Buy him a saddle for his horse, and he sells his horse to buy her a non-electric sewing machine. Sure, that works. But so she cuts her hair to get him a saddle for his horse. He sells his horse, but she still gets a non-electric sewing machine out of it. That has nothing to do with her hair. You know what I mean? Like his gift still makes sense, and hers is just like, sorry about your bad luck. Looked around and applied to some jobs. Read a couple pages of Death in the Clouds. I could this week. That is something. Just realized as I typed that out, that doesn't really work, does it? I was like, it's not quite the same. It was good before the stream started. So on top of stuff.
The important part is that you realized it.
Yeah, you realized it before you wrote the whole thing. So there's that.
Maybe he buys her a new bonnet, or
I'm pretty sure she would have to sew it herself. Is she allowed to receive clothing?
yeah, that's a good point. Maybe there's something to do with the sewing machine that's not her hair that maybe she has a bunch of, like, she sells all her fabric.
Maybe she uses her hair for thread. She can't sew.
I don't think that works.
Maybe she's been wanting to make like this super cool, I don't know, winter cloak. Fuck, I don't know. And she hasn't been able to afford the fabric for it because, you know, I think they make their own fabric. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they have to make their own. Yeah.
She's wanted like the special fabric that so she could sew her own thing, and she sells the sewing machine and he buys her fabric.
That could work.
Because then she'd have nothing to sew it with. I mean, every woman's gonna have one, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. She just have to sew it by hand. Yeah. I mean, she gets a non-electric sewing machine out of it, so slay for her. I just changed it. Originally, it was his pocket watch, but I thought that was too close for the original. She cut her hair, and he was going to buy her sewing shears. Again, she still gets sewing shears. That doesn't work either. They don't make their own fabric, but they sew their own clothing. They often buy from someone local. Oh, wait, what?
I did.
So she sells all of her fabric, and he buys her a sewing machine. That works.
Or she sells the sewing machine, and he buys her the fabric that she wanted. Either one of those works well.
Yeah. I did actually read an article earlier today, which is weird, but here we are, where they're talking about the Amish, because every Amish like community is different, as far as like modern technology that they'll allow in and that they won't. And they said that a lot of the Amish communities are now allowing e-bikes, because their whole thing is like not being dependent upon the outside world.
Yeah.
And because they can use, some of them are now using solar panels to do electric for certain things, because that's not being dependent upon like the American system.
The power grid or whatever.
Right. They're not on the power grid. It's coming from the sun. So they are using solar panels to power e-bikes, and they're using those for like shorter commutes, for things like if they just have to run to town to get something versus having to like get out the horse, hook it up to the cart, and then go on the trip. Yeah. So some of the communities, the churches are saying that they feel like that is an appropriate use of modern technology for them. And I thought that was very interesting.
It is. Good for them. Look at them finding loopholes.
I mean, they already use vehicles for large trips. They just have they borrow someone else's car and have that person drive them.
Yeah.
Because it's not them being dependent upon society. It's someone doing them a favor.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lady that lives in an Amish community that allows the women in the winter to do their laundry at her house, so that they're not outside in the cold. They could do it, but they don't have to.
Yeah. That's nice. To top it off, she has a job sewing, quits for a local shop. And if she sells her fabric, she can't do that for a while.
So here's the thing. I feel like to sell out fabric, it's always easier to get more fabric, right? It's harder if you're like, I have this job sewing, but I love my husband so much that I'm going to need to sacrifice for him. I'll sell my sewing machine, and therefore I will have to sew by hand. I'll still make my money, but now I'm going to suffer more because I want to do the same for my husband. So I feel like that, in the context of the story, the original, probably makes more sense. Mm-hmm. And it sounds more like something an Amish woman would do. Well,
because I don't think you can, like, in the context of her selling fabric and that being part of her job. I don't think she would do something that would, because the whole point is that they don't have enough money. So she's not going to do something where she's not going to be able to make the money.
Yeah.
She could still make money if she sells. Yeah, if she sells the sewing machine, she can still make money, but it's going to take her more time because she's going to be hand sewing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and it could be
helping you with your story, Ashley.
It could be the shears thing. He could buy her like nice fancy shears. And I mean, she would still have shears, but she'd still be sewing by hand. So it's still a detriment to her.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or he could buy her maybe he buys her some like attachment for her non-electric sewing machine that will make it easier to pull the thread or something like that now means nothing to her because she doesn't have it anymore to use it with, you know?
Yeah.
I'm so excited. What should he give her? The shears? Like silver one.
Listen, we're trying.
New wooden bobbins.
You just wanted to say bobbins.
Yeah.
There you go. Like something
bobbins.
that, because I think in the context of the original story, both things that they buy each other have been rendered useless because they did this thing for each other.
Yeah.
Shears or other fabric could still be useful in this situation.
But a part for a sewing machine she gets rid of
would not be.
Yeah. You've solved all my problems.
The pedal thing makes sense because, like, if the pedal was broken, so she wasn't using the machine at that time, but maybe she had been trying to save up for a new pedal, and so she sells the sewing machine to buy him what he wants, and then he was buying her the pedal so that she could go back to sewing with the sewing machine instead of by hand. That probably makes the most sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, especially for like in context of an Amish, story and the original story put together.
Yeah, that probably makes the most sense in that context.
Yeah, this was fun. We should do this more often. Just like help storyboard people's ideas, huh?
Yeah, we can have like a separate stream where we're like, we're not going to sprint. Just come if you have a plot hole, if you have something you need to figure out. We're just gonna talk it out. And
here's the great thing about this, Ashley. These are saved, so if you ever need to go back and watch it, you can.
What was that genius idea? Yeah. Just go back to the end of these sprints.
Yeah.
Can we do that as a Thanksgiving stream for stuffing? We're stuffing your plot holes with Thanksgiving stuffing. That's right. I went there.
Yeah.
But I love that though.
Will I do it on actual Thanksgiving? Perhaps not. Will I do it the day after Thanksgiving?
But like Friday evening? Sure.
Yeah. 100%. I'll stuff all your holes.
Exactly.
Got it.
That goes back to the conversation we were having about being lesbians in high school.
Being lesbians in high school. Geniuses. You need to write this down. Yeah, you got it. It's all here. It's all saved. You're very welcome for the sprints and the laughs. We're going to get going at some point here. You know I don't remember. Yes, obsessed with plot hole stuffing. I love it.
Because sometimes it helps to have other people like talk it out with you, and then you hear it and you're like, that doesn't work for sure.
Anybody else have Every Time by Britney Spears stuck in their head for the last 3 days, or is that just
me? Because it's been every other TikTok has been that song.
What song?
The song that she wrote, and everybody thought that she was writing it about Justin Timberlake when they broke up, but really we find out that she was writing it because Justin didn't want to be a dad, so she had to get an abortion, and she was writing the song to her baby as like, I'm sorry that I was not strong enough to keep you.
What song was it?
It's called Every Time.
Every Time. It like literally it makes so much sense. Like the video is like a woman having a baby, and like the beginning of it is like a lullaby melody. Like it makes so much sense now, and now it's stuck in my head, and I'm never going to get rid of it. It's going to be in there for the next 300 years.
Also, to make him seem like the super douche that we didn't know he was, his follow up to that song, like in response, was "Cry Me a River." How douchey! I want to fucking smack him now. Like, dude.
I mean,
my.
he's been douchey for a long time.
But we didn't know how long, like, this douchiness started when he was very young.
What? Mm-hmm. Yep.
You should see yourself out.
I didn't even realize it didn't work until I typed it out. I was like, she still wins. I like that for her. I love plot holes. This just keeps getting dirty. Love that song.
Justin Timberlake, the lead singer from NSYNC, who is now suddenly that Britney's like getting popular again, trying to like revive his singing career. Like, get the fuck out of here.
No, thank you. All right,
We're
friends.
all here for Lance. Let's not lie.
We've gone later and longer than normal.
That's what she said.
Yep. Should have seen that one coming.
That's also what she said.
Yeah. Yeah. As soon as it was out of my mouth.
Also what she said.
Here's a great part. You have many stories in your head. You could always do something about an Amish girl cutting off her hair, and the kind of like response that would have from like her husband or anybody, like, you know.
Yeah, the only one that would know would be like her husband.
Mm-hmm.
All right, friends. It's been real. It's been real something. We have the Storyteller's Hearth relays next weekend. Mine is already scheduled. Go set your notifications. The playlist is listed in my scheduled post. So you can go set all the notifications or just pull up the playlist and have it running on Friday for the weekend. I'm sure I'll see you in all of those. Jess will see you in them because she'll be in every single one of them.
Only 8? 8 of 24? That's only a third.
Okay. Well, we'll be there.
A quarter.
Because I need to do all the writing.
A math?
I don't math. I think it's a quarter.
Like a bisexual trying to do math, and it is not mathing out.
Bisexual
about math. I did not know.
Is that a bisexual thing? Is that why I have problems with math?
Yeah, gays can't math.
Oh, thanks for the good vibe. I'm gonna go pass out. It's true. Maybe she could just also do this in the story to earn money.
Maybe she cuts her hair. It's not enough money. So then she has to sell her sewing machine because she needs more money. That could be a nod to the original.
Mm-hmm. Katie, I'm hosting 2 streams. I'm not only in 8, I'm hosting 2.
So technically, you're only co-hosting 6. It's not that bad, right?
Which is... You can drop out of mine if you need some time. You don't have to co-host with me. You don't know.
It'll be fine.
Why are you hosting 2 and why am I only in 1?
Because the other one is at 7 o'clock in the morning on Sunday.
She was like, somebody backed out. Now I have to host another one. And I was like, I could do it for you unless it's at an ungodly hour. She was like 7 a.m. on Sunday. I was like, I'm not doing that.
I love you, but I can't. I can't.
Amber's the best for this. She gets like her ideation is super high, and I always just go.
I don't know what to say. Amber's great at stuffing holes.
Yep.
I'm so good at helping people with their ideas, but then when it comes to my own ideas, I'm like, I don't know.
I feel the exact same way, Amber. So,
yeah. All right, friends. We will see you next weekend for all of the streams, and then the following weekend is already November, and we'll be doing extra ones the whole month. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not prepared.
Yeah.
So like after next weekend,
but you have
there's only 2 months left in this year.
But you have this whole weekend of
we're in the 4th quarter
to get ready for the Nano, so you'll be okay.
But I have to have an entire fucking book to Kate by the end of the month. And I have like 6 days left, and I have 3/4 of a book to write.
You've had a year to write it.
Also, you are going to be in a productivity-a-thon and going to have a lot of time to write. So,
You have nobody to win but yourself.
Katie says, I guess it's good you have 8 streams then.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I have
That's
so
on
much
you.
to do.
I listen, how many times I'm like, Jess, you're like, no, well, she had to push it back too, so it's okay, I can push it back. I'm like, okay.
But I'm trying and it's not going anywhere.
Listen, I get it. I'm sitting here like struggling for each word in this book, so I get it. But we're gonna go.
That's what you said 5 minutes ago.
I know. We're really gonna do it this time though.
Confetti, we can leave.
Have a good week, everybody.
Bye.
Totally crush it.